We have a significant problem in this country: heart disease. It is the #1 killer. Every 33 seconds, a person dies from a heart attack. 2,600 deaths per day, 1 million per year. Some people think it's a man's disease. It's not. 500,000 women each year die from heart disease. The next 7 causes of death combined, which includes cancer, accidental injury, pulmonary disease, and diabetes, doesn't equal 1 million deaths per year. When I talk about the cardiovascular system, I break it up into 3 structures: the heart, which is the electrical mechanical pump; the valves, which are the doors that open and close to let blood in and out; and the arteries, capillaries, and veins, which I call the plumbing. 90% of the time, when people have a cardiovascular disease, it turns out to be a plumbing problem. There are many risk factors for heart disease. Some we can change, some we can't. The #1 risk factor for heart disease is aging. As we get older, the heart muscle loses tone, the doors get rust on their hinges, and the plumbing becomes corroded. However, there are 2 types of aging. Chronological age is how many years God has you on this planet. Biological age is your age based on your health and vitality. What we like to see is a person who is 50 years old, yet their heart is only 40. The heart is an amazing organ. It starts to beat when you are a fetus and stops beating when you die. It beats 2.5 billion times in an average lifetime. It beats 100,000 times a day. It pumps 10,000 quarts of blood through 60,000 miles of blood vessels every day. The purpose of the heart is to act as an oxygen delivery system. We can live a month without food. We can live a week without water. But we can only live 3 minutes without oxygen. Oxygen is our most important macronutrient. The cells that line the artery are called endothelial cells. When they are healthy, they are shiny like Teflon and nothing sticks to them. When they are damaged, they are sticky like Velcro. Here is a picture of a healthy artery. Here is a picture of an artery with plaque. The healthy artery can carry a normal amount of blood, which means it can deliver oxygen. The plaqued artery can carry very little oxygen-enriched blood, and the sensor at the other end starts telling the heart, we're not getting enough oxygen here, so the heart starts working harder. This then becomes a vicious cycle. One of the first things we need to be able to do is to evaluate the health of the arteries. There are 3 gold standards for doing this. One of them is an angiogram, where they bring you into a hospital, sedate you, and numb your leg. Then run a wire from your groin up to your heart, looking for blockages. While this is a fabulous test, it has some drawbacks. 1% of the people have a heart attack after the procedure. 1 in 3,000 have some other kind of adverse reaction. It is expensive and invasive. It is not what we consider a screening tool. The second test is a 64-bit CAT scan, what they call a virtual heart scan. Its limitations are radiation, expense, and it does not visualize the small arteries. In spite of these, it is a wonderful test, and people over the age of 45 should have one to show the amount of plaque they have. The third test is called digital pulse wave analysis. This FDA-cleared machine takes a snapshot of your arterial elasticity. It tests your heart rate, hydration levels. It is quick, affordable, non-invasive, painless, and reliable. The foundation of the program is based on the 1998 Nobel Prize for Medicine. 3 Americans won this distinguished award for discovering that the body uses nitric oxide gas to make blood vessels relax and widen. Nitric oxide gas is formed when L-Arginine and L-Citrulline from our diet combines with oxygen. Here on the left, you see a picture of a healthy artery. In the middle is an artery with plaque, and on the right is that same artery after L-Arginine was given. Look at the different amounts of oxygen-enriched blood each one can carry. According to Dr. John Cook, MD, PhD, in his book, The Cardiovascular Cure, on page 40 and 41, he states, quote, "We used to think that hardening of the arteries was an inevitable consequence of aging. We now know that this is not true. Plaque growth can be halted and even reversed," end quote. It is amazing that science now shows that plaque can be reversed. There are currently 75,000 published studies in prestigious journals on L-Arginine. These show that nitric oxide, produced from L-Arginine in the endothelium, will lower blood pressure, cholesterol, and triglycerides, improve congestive heart failure, wound healing, and diabetes, improve sexual function. A study reported in the journal Circulation concluded that treatment with L-Arginine produced a 4-fold increase in blood vessel dilation from 2.2 to 8.8%. The source we use for L-Arginine is a product called Cardio Cocktail. It is a great tasting liquid which is quickly absorbed by the body via a proprietary fulvic mineral delivery system. It contains 5 grams of L-Arginine per serving, 200 milligrams of L-Citrulline, omega-3s, EDTA, vitamin D3, and it's in a base of mangosteen, goji, acai, red raspberry, and tart cherry juices, which are high in antioxidants. In summary, the Cardio Crusaders Healthcare Initiative is the highest quality, most comprehensive, evidence-based, affordable cardiovascular wellness program that exists today. These statements are not intended to cure, diagnose, or treat any diseases or take the place of a professional health care provider.